As European leaders, the United States and Ukrainian leadership hold talks to reach to a conclusion to end the Russia-Ukraine crisis, Russian President Vladimir Putin warned that Moscow would liberate its historical lands if talks fail.
The goals of the special military operation will undoubtedly be achieved. We would prefer to do so and eliminate the root cause of the conflict through diplomacy. If the opposing side and its foreign patrons refuse to engage in substantive dialogue, Russia will achieve the liberation of its historical lands by military means. The task of creating and expanding a security buffer zone will also be pursued consistently.
Putin was speaking during an annual meeting with top military officers. He said the Russian Federation was not the one which started the 2022 war. In fact, once again, he squarely blamed the West for unleashing the war. He said that Russia was only insisting on the promise of not 1 inch eastward, an assurance given by Western leaders to erstwhile Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev during the talks of German unification in 1990.
It was not us who started the war in 2022. It was destructive forces in Ukraine, supported by the West. It was basically the West themselves who unleashed this war. We are only trying to end it.
Following the warning, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said the speech signals that 2026 will be year of war.
Today we again heard signals from Moscow that they are preparing to make next year a year of war. And these signals are not only for us. It is crucial that our partners see them, and not only see them, but also respond. Especially partners in the United States, who often say that Russia wants to end the war.
Meanwhile, leaders from European Union's 27 member states gathered in Brussels for a high-stakes summit aimed at funding Ukraine's war effort and reconstruction for the next 2 years. However, President Putin lauded Donald Trump's efforts to bring peace in the region. He reiterated his call for dialogue not only with the United States but also with Europe, but expressed skepticism of a dialogue with the current European political elites.
We are ready to hold talks and resolve all the issues that have come up in the recent years by peaceful means. The US administration is showing such readiness, and we are conducting dialogue with them. I hope the same will happen with Europe. It is unlikely that this will be possible with the current political elites. But in any case, it will become inevitable as we continue to strengthen. If not with the current politicians, then with the change of political elites in Europe.
Last few weeks have been very crucial in deciding the fate of the war. After 5 hours of marathon meeting between Putin and Trump's special envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner in Moscow, followed by Zelenskyy meeting the US special envoy in Berlin, European leaders have huddled together to decide the fate of Ukraine and Europe. A draft has also been submitted by Ukraine listing their demands and opposing any territorial concessions. Europe too has stated that anything that has to do with Europe and Ukraine must be decided by them. With Mahashweta Lala, Bureau Report, India Today.